Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and in today's video, I felt like it was time to share my physical TBR. I don't remember the last time I shared this. I think I've only shared it once. I don't know. But before we jump into this, I want to mention I'm only going to be sharing the books that are actually mine. My mom has a whole bookshelf in the other room that I would also like to read that consists of like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer books, Angel books, Anne Rice books, and I would love to work through those, but I'm just going to share the ones that are mine. I believe I have 30 books on my physical TBR. So let's just jump in and chat about the books that I have. The first books that I have are books 3 through 7 of the Dark Olympus series by Katie Robert. This is a Greek mythology retelling. So I have Wicked Beauty, Radiant Sin, Cruel Seduction, Midnight Ruin, and Dark Restraint. I also have The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This is the third and final book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I keep meaning to get to this book because I feel like this is most people's favorite of the series. This is a pretty quick, easy series to get through, but this last one is like a brick. It's just so long, but I feel like I will enjoy this one. I also have 2 books in the Bridgerton series by Julia Quinn. I have The Viscount Who Loved Me and On the Way to the Wedding. I think these are books 2 and 8, I believe. I enjoyed book 1 a lot more than I expected, so I am excited to get back into the series. I just never choose to pick them up for some reason, but I remember the first book was a pretty quick read. I have 2 books by Christina Lauren. I have The Beautiful Bastard, book 1. I don't remember if I've actually read this first book or not way back in the day, but definitely need to reread it in order to continue on with this series, which I would really love to continue the series here really soon. I really love Christina Lauren's older work. And then I also have The True Love Experiment, which is the second book to the Soulmate Equation. I don't remember exactly how they're linked, but I feel like this is going to be a fun one. So I did really enjoy the Soulmate Equation. That was a really interesting premise. Next, I have The Fame Game by Lauren Conrad. This is book 2 in like a spin-off series to the LA Candy series, I think. Maybe this is book 1 actually to the spin-off series, but I really enjoyed LA Candy. I thought it was pretty fun. I read them a couple years ago now. So I really just need to pick this up so I can listen to the audiobooks because the audiobooks were really fun. Very much just like a teen 2000s book. I also have Trouble in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand. I think this is part of a series, so I have to figure out which book is book number 1. And I do really want to pick up Ellen Hildebrand's books. Going on vacation in the winter, so maybe I'll pick something up from her. Pretty sure the last romance on this list is Consider Me by Becca Mack. I believe this is the first book in the Playing for Keeps series. I'm not 100% sure. Bestie Emily gifted this to me for my birthday. I've really wanted to be getting into this series and just have not had a chance yet. Very excited to read it. Next, I have The Quote Prince by Holly Black. I bought this on a whim thinking this was just one book. It's not, it's a series. But I feel like, especially more recently, I haven't heard the best things about this series, but I do own it and want to read it. I also have The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I've heard really good things about this. Again, Bestie Emily gifted this to me, I think for Christmas last year. I still have yet to get to it. I feel like I'm in the middle of so many series and just don't want to start anything else yet. It's such a problem. I also have Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner. This is book 2 to the Godkiller series. Actually, it's the Fallen Gods series. Godkiller was pretty dense, even though it's a pretty short book. So I've been kind of hesitant to pick this up, but I feel like I should pick this up sooner than later. It was really fun. A very interesting take. I need to pick this up soon. Next, I have a Twisted Tale anthology. This is a collection of short stories about like Disney reimaginings. So on the back it says, what if Snow White learned magic? What if Mulan became the Emperor's advisor? What if Remy the Rat met Colette first? So just like different takes on the classic stories. I also have the Wicked series by Nancy Holder and Debbie Zakier. Wicked, which is Witch and Curse, and then Wicked 2, which is Legacy and Spellbound. These are like teen witchy romances, actually, I think. I really need to try to get to these and prioritize these. It's spooky season. I need these off my unread shelf. And then lastly, in this current pile, I have Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale. I need to read this. This is on my October TBR. I need to read this, finally. And then the last section of books that I have are all kind of random. First, I have some Greek mythology that all really need to be dusted. I have the Odyssey and Iliad by Homer. This one has illustrations in it. And I'm so intimidated by these, but I really love Greek mythology and really want to know the original myths before I get into The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, which is supposed to be really good, but I really want to know the actual myth before I get into this book. Like, this one especially just seems really dense, but I'd love to figure out a way that I can finally read these. Next, I have 4 books that are part of series duologies, but they're like the middle of the book series. I have Eve, which is this book 1 in a trilogy. I have no idea what this is about, but I want to read it. I know that my library has some of the books, I think. I can't remember if I have them as an ebook or something, but I might have to listen to them on Spotify. I can't remember. I also have Radiant Shadows by Melissa Marr. Again, I'm not sure really what this series is or if I can easily get my hands on the rest of it to read it without having to actually go out and purchase them. I have Lies, which is part of the Gone series. These are all like uncorrected proofs, and I don't know how I got them. I feel like this sounds like it would be really interesting, but again, I'm not sure where I can get the rest of the series. And then I have Nemesis by Anna Banks. This is part of a duology. I can't remember if this is the first book or the second book. And lastly, I have 3 books from the Temperance Brennan series. I have book 6, which is Bare Bones. And then I have 2 more books that I'm not 100% sure where they land in the series, but I have Devil Bones and I also have 206 Bones. So I've been kind of slowly collecting all of these books, but there's like 24 books in the series or something, and I have definitely not read from the series very recently. But I absolutely love the show Bones, and I really want to get through the series. The first few books I really enjoyed, and then I feel like I didn't love the subsequent books quite as much, but they feel like just something a little bit different, and I love them so much. But that is everything. Let me know what you feel like I should try to prioritize, because I feel like I want to read all of them and there's just not enough time. But that is everything for today's video. All of my links are linked down below if you want to find me on the other corners of the internet. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like so that I know, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.